Hello, my name is Dr. Tracey-Anne Cooper and I'm your professor for your History 1010 class, World History 1. I want to begin today with a brief lecture that looks at the things that we were studying in this course. Today I want to talk first about what it is we're going to be studying in this course. What is world history? I want to give you an introduction to students of the pre-modern world, for people who may never really have even thought about it too much, or know scattered pieces about the Greeks or the Romans or the Egyptians or the Mayan, but have never really put it all together as one. So the field of world history developed as a new way to seek answers to questions that were beyond the scope of regional specialists, so beyond the scope of people who studied Africa or Europe or the Americas, but to try and bring them together. As the globalization of the world became increasingly evident in the second half of the 20th century, scholars came to recognize the importance of global trends, of events in shaping the national histories on which they were working, things that were happening all over. They began to search for global answers to questions they had only previously contemplated on local levels. While some of these questions dealt with the relatively recent past, others reached far back into ancient history. Historians of sub-Saharan Africa began to contemplate how technologies like metallurgy and cultivation spread from one region to another. Archaeologists in Mesopotamia, India, and Latin America asked why humans developed cities and why these developed first in certain regions. Historians of Rome and Han China compared how these two empires emerged and how they interacted with each other and with other states. Researchers in Central Asia asked questions about how people learned to trade with each other across vast distances. Investigations on these issues on an intercontinental level led historians to explore wider issues. Why are some societies wealthy and others impoverished? How did the great empires manage to conquer much of the world? Why do wars happen? How do complex societies arise? And why do some fall? What is the role of identity, ethnicity, gender, race, age, class status, and group affiliation in influencing the decisions people make? What scholars found, quite quickly, was that by studying several human societies comparatively, they could add a new layer to their understanding of each of them. Some of them went even further, suggesting that there were untold stories in the way societies related to each other, and that the telling of these stories is the task of world historians.